Hey, we'll do a free money question of the day. I want to do one this hour, Andrew, if we can kind of squeeze it in here. Want to get one out of the way right now? Let's do it. Let's give somebody a chance to win $1, $2, or $300. It's 736-0186. Your chance to win now from the Hobica Law Firm and WIBX. You know, it's that 6 o'clock hour. It's that 6 o'clock hour where people tend to win. Don't know what it is, but they do. All right, here's what we know going on in the school districts of Little Falls and Herkimer. Later on this morning, we're going to talk to Keith Levatino. He is the new superintendent at Little Falls, and yesterday they received a threat which came via email. So I don't know the exact detail. They could only give us so much when we talked to Chief of Police in Little Falls, Chief Massey. They can only tell us so much, except that they've been able to say that an email was sent, a threatening email giving threats over multiple portions of the district of Little Falls. And that email actually included the name of a staff member. So my question is, and I don't know the answer to this as of yet, they wouldn't explain it, but did they hack into? So after this came in at 4 o'clock yesterday morning, police immediately did an investigation, and they interviewed the person whose name was used in the email, which the threat was made. And that email address did not belong to the person who was named in the email address. You following? So if it was Bill Keeler at yahoo.com.
Right.
So anybody could make that up. Anybody could do that. Or did they hack into the school email? And I don't believe that is what happened. I really think they created either a Gmail or a Yahoo or one of those alternate addresses, which you really can set up pretty easily.
Right. Yeah, you can create any email name. I could be Christine Bellino at gmail.com.
You could.
Right.
Yeah.
So
as a matter of fact, I am. I'm glad you brought that up.
Is this? Are you saying that it's unclear whether was the email sent to the school, I guess, or were they made aware of an email?
The email was sent to the school, making threats to the school using a school official's name in the email address.
Okay.
Then making threats. So it's as if teacher or administrator A sent an email to the school making these threats.
Right.
So now they don't know who. They have no idea who did this, and they made threats. They immediately began a sweep of the school, a sweep of all of the buses and the properties around the school. They deemed the situation safe, and students were allowed into the school, but with a pretty big police presence yesterday. Then yesterday afternoon, a social media site had been set up, and I believe on Twitter or Facebook, and that was making threats against the school district in Herkimer. They then canceled all after-school activities, and they're dealing with a police presence. Now the DA's office is involved, the New York State Police, the computer task force, all of these special units trying to figure out who is making these threats, and will there be more coming today?
And we did get a notification yesterday, late yesterday afternoon, from the police department because, some media agencies were posting on social media the name of the person from the school who had allegedly sent the threat, and that name was just used. So, this is another example of the fact that we have to be super careful when we're going to social media for our information that,
there'd be no reason to put the name out there because it wasn't that person.
Right.
And it wasn't, it was a spoof email address is really what it was. So interesting how these and look how easy that is to call these threats in and to create chaos. They didn't close school though. I give them credit; they were able to pull all that off.
This was, in hindsight, we don't know, but it would seem like maybe this was a prank. Obviously, the school has to take it.
They're
very
not treating
seriously.
it and I'm not sure a prank. I'm not sure that. Prank sounds like something you would do that's pranky.
Maybe that's okay.
And we don't know what was in the threats, but they're being labeled serious. So there may be something behind these threats are being made. I think that's how police are looking at it.
So in any event, though, the school did obviously take appropriate action. They took it seriously because they did not know.
You have to.
And then the fact that whoever did send this is a big deal because now you have the authorities looking into this, and they can trace things depending on, I don't know.
Maybe.
Maybe.
It's going to be interesting. They can do a lot of tracing, but it's going to be interesting to see what kind of tracing we can do. Dave is on the thruway right now. David, good morning. How are you?
Morning, Bill. How are you?
Good. We're going to give you a chance to win $100, $200, or $300 in cash. Are you ready to go?
Let's go.
All right. It's going to be a sports question here. I can tell you that. Here we go. To spin the wheel, round and round we go. How much are we playing for?
$300.
Oh, you're going for the triple.
This is our first $300
From the Hobica Law Firm, $300 on the line.
Okay.
Here we go. Here's your question. In the category of boxing, Donald Trump is not in the Canastota Boxing Hall of Fame. Which one is he in? Ready, go.
For the Sports Hall of Fame, let's say
It's boxing.
cricket.
Oh, you're going to say cricket? All right. Obviously, you don't know the answer. You don't. It's a tough one too when you look at it. But hey, you threw out an answer, and who I would not be surprised if he was in the Cricket Hall of Fame. Actually, he's in a ton of them when you really look it up. The answer here is the New Jersey Boxing Hall of Fame. He's in he's in one Boxing Hall of Fame, but not in the main one. It's the New Jersey, and somehow they elected. This was in the news just recently. It was November of just last year that they elected him in. So. Kind of a topical question. All right, listen, you don't get the $300, but we'll give you dinner for two. Andrew's going to hook you up, David. Thanks.
Thank you.
Drive safely out there on the thruway. You know, Trump is in the WWE Hall of Fame.
That was actually.
Yeah,
That's what I thought you were.
I was
That's
going
what I
to
thought you were
blurt that
going.
out afterward.
thought that was going to be the answer that Dave gave, but he's in all sorts of. I mean, it's all listed as part of his resume now. Yeah, and I'm not sure through all of the controversy, New Jersey's like, hey, we can get in on this. Nobody knows about our Boxing Hall of Fame. Let's elect Donald Trump into the New Jersey Boxing Hall of Fame. And they did. 6:31, Christine will do news coming up. Hold tight. We're right back here in 2 minutes on WIBX.